What if I told you that the people you attract in your life are not random at all? What if the secret to attracting the right people lies not in what you do, but in who you become? Sounds intriguing, right? But here's the catch. It's not about luck, it's about psychology. And the truth is, most of us have no idea just how much power we have over the kinds of relationships that come into our lives. Now, imagine for a moment that you could effortlessly draw in the kind of people who resonate with you on a deeper level, partners who truly get you, friends who support your dreams, and colleagues who respect and admire your potential. What if the key to unlocking all of this was to start by working on yourself? In this video, we're diving into 7 psychological ways to not only elevate your life, but to magnetically attract the right people, people who align with the version of you that you're striving to become. It's not about playing games or forcing connections, but about transforming yourself from the inside out in a way that draws the right energy towards you. Trust me, once you understand these principles, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. So, are you ready to discover how to work on yourself and attract the right people? Let's jump in. First, cultivate emotional intelligence, EQ. Ever noticed how some people just seem to have a magnetic pull? They don't yell, they don't get rattled easily, and yet everyone wants to be around them, want to know their secret. It's all about emotional intelligence. When it comes to building lasting relationships, whether romantic, friendly, or professional, emotional intelligence, EQ, stands out as one of the most powerful tools you can wield. People naturally gravitate toward those who understand their emotions and communicate with empathy and balance. It's a simple concept that's often overlooked, but mastering it can transform your interactions and the way others perceive you. At its core, emotional intelligence is about the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both your own emotions and those of others. It's what allows you to respond to challenges and conflicts with calmness and clarity instead of frustration or anger. Those who possess a high EQ are skilled at navigating social dynamics, maintaining stable relationships, and resolving issues without escalating them. It's not about suppressing emotions. It's about being aware of them and using that awareness to guide your behavior. So, how can you cultivate this vital skill? First, it's essential to practice active listening. Truly listening to someone is more than just hearing their words. It's about understanding the underlying feelings and emotions behind what they're saying. By doing this, you can respond more thoughtfully and build deeper connections. Another key is learning to manage your emotions, especially in stressful or challenging situations. We've all been there, on the edge of a confrontation or feeling overwhelmed. Emotional intelligence means taking a step back, processing your emotions, and choosing how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. This skill not only diffuses potential conflicts, but also shows others that you have control over your emotions, making them feel safe and heard. Lastly, developing empathy is crucial. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes allows you to see situations from different perspectives, helping you respond in ways that strengthen bonds instead of creating distance. When you understand how others feel, your relationships become more meaningful and genuine. By improving your emotional intelligence, you're not just enhancing your social skills, you're becoming someone people want to be around, someone who exudes confidence, empathy, and stability. The more you work on understanding your emotions and those of others, the more you'll naturally attract the kind of people who appreciate and resonate with that energy. Second, be authentic and genuine. The real magic happens when you stop pretending to be someone you're not. We live in a world full of filters, both literally and figuratively. Everywhere you look, people are curating their lives to fit into a mold that the world deems acceptable. But here's the secret. The key to attracting the right people is not in fitting in, it's in standing out by being your true, authentic self. When you embrace who you truly are, you naturally draw in others who resonate with your real self, not a version that's been molded for the sake of approval. Being authentic doesn't just mean being honest about your likes and dislikes, it means fully embracing your quirks, flaws, and unique personality. People who try to fit a certain image or portray themselves as someone they aren't often end up attracting individuals who are also playing a role. And while that might work in the short term, relationships based on false personas are rarely built on solid ground. When the mask slips, so does the connection. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who was so comfortable in their own skin that it made you feel instantly at ease? That's the power of authenticity. It's magnetic. It creates an energy that makes people feel like they can be real around you too. So, how do you tap into this power? Start by letting go of the need for approval. Stop worrying about what others think and focus on embracing your true self, quirks and all. Be unapologetic about what makes you different. Those are the very things that will attract the right people to you. When you're real, the right people, those who value you for who you are, will be drawn to you. And the best part? The relationships you build will be genuine and based on trust, not on trying to impress. This isn't about putting on a show to gain attention. It's about letting go of the fear of judgment and allowing yourself to be seen for who you truly are. When you stop pretending to be something you're not, you open the door to deeper, more meaningful connections with people who appreciate you for exactly what you are. So, next time you're tempted to mold yourself to fit in, remember this: the right people will find you when you stop pretending and start being unapologetically you, and that's when the magic happens. Third, show self-compassion and forgiveness. The first person you need to learn how to love is yourself. Self-compassion and forgiveness are two of the most powerful psychological tools you can wield, not just for your own mental health, but also for attracting the right people into your life. When you treat yourself with kindness, accept your flaws, and forgive your past mistakes, you radiate an aura of confidence and emotional security that naturally draws in others who are aligned with that same energy. Here's the truth: we all make mistakes. We all have things we wish we'd done differently, moments we wish we could take back. But what separates those who thrive in relationships from those who don't is how they handle those imperfections. Do you beat yourself up over every misstep, or do you learn from them and move forward? People are incredibly attracted to individuals who are comfortable with their imperfections because it shows that they're grounded and authentic. This self-assuredness is magnetic. It signals to others that you're confident, self-aware, and emotionally mature, and those traits are undeniably attractive. But self-compassion goes beyond simply forgiving yourself for past mistakes. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a close friend. When you embrace your quirks, weaknesses, and strengths without feeling the need to conform to society's unrealistic standards, you start to attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. And here's the kicker: when you show others the real, unfiltered version of yourself, you create a foundation for trust. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Think about it. When you're around someone who constantly criticizes themselves or is perpetually unhappy with their own life, it can feel draining, right? But when you're around someone who has made peace with their imperfections, someone who forgives themselves and keeps growing, it's refreshing. You want to be near that person because their positivity and growth mindset are contagious. They make you feel safe and accepted in your own imperfections. So, how do you actually practice self-compassion? It starts with accepting your mistakes and forgiving yourself. Instead of dwelling on your flaws, focus on how you can grow and improve. Don't let your past define you. Let it teach you. Embrace who you are, quirks, flaws, and all, and watch as the right people begin to gravitate toward you. When you love yourself, you invite others to do the same. In the end, it's simple. The more you love and forgive yourself, the more you'll attract people who are capable of loving and accepting you fully, just as you are. Fourth, practice gratitude and positivity. Ever noticed how some people just seem to have a magnetic pull? They don't yell, they don't get rattled easily, and yet everyone wants to be around them. Want to know their secret? It's all about emotional intelligence. When it comes to building lasting relationships, whether romantic, friendly, or professional, emotional intelligence, EQ, stands out as one of the most powerful tools you can wield. People naturally gravitate toward those who understand their emotions and communicate with empathy and balance. It's a simple concept that's often overlooked, but mastering it can transform your interactions and the way others perceive you. At its core, Emotional intelligence is about the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both your own emotions and those of others. It's what allows you to respond to challenges and conflicts with calmness and clarity instead of frustration or anger. Those who possess a high EQ are skilled at navigating social dynamics, maintaining stable relationships, and resolving issues without escalating them. It's not about suppressing emotions. It's about being aware of them and using that awareness to guide your behavior. So how can you cultivate this vital skill? First, it's essential to practice active listening. Truly listening to someone is more than just hearing their words. It's about understanding the underlying feelings and emotions behind what they're saying. By doing this, you can respond more thoughtfully and build deeper connections. Another key is learning to manage your emotions, especially in stressful or challenging situations. We've all been there, on the edge of a confrontation or feeling overwhelmed. Emotional intelligence means taking a step back, processing your emotions, and choosing how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. This skill not only diffuses potential conflicts, but also shows others that you have control over your emotions, making them feel safe and heard. Lastly, developing empathy is crucial. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes allows you to see situations from different perspectives, helping you respond in ways that strengthen bonds instead of creating distance. When you understand how others feel, your relationships become more meaningful and genuine. By improving your emotional intelligence, you're not just enhancing your social skills, you're becoming someone people want to be around, someone who exudes confidence, empathy, and stability. The more you work on understanding your emotions and those of others, the more you'll naturally attract the kind of people who appreciate and resonate with that energy. Fifth, be independent and self-sufficient. Independence isn't just a trait, it's a powerful magnet that draws the right people into your life. When you exude confidence and the ability to stand on your own feet, you instantly become more attractive to others. People are naturally drawn to those who are self-sufficient because they don't need validation or emotional support from others to feel complete. Independence signals strength, resilience, and self-assuredness, which are incredibly appealing qualities in any relationship. But here's the catch. Being independent doesn't mean being alone. It means you're in control of your own happiness, emotions, and life choices. When you rely on yourself for validation, you're no longer looking to others to fill a void or define your worth. This creates space for healthier, more balanced relationships, where both individuals bring their best selves to the table without needing to complete each other. To cultivate this kind of independence, focus on strengthening several key areas of your life. First, work on your financial stability. A solid financial foundation not only gives you peace of mind, but also enhances your sense of self-worth. Whether it's budgeting, saving, or investing, knowing that you're financially self-sufficient brings confidence and stability to your life. Next, build mental resilience. Life is full of challenges, and the ability to stay calm and composed when things get tough will set you apart. Practice mindfulness, positive thinking, and stress management techniques. When you can face adversity without crumbling, you send the message that you're someone who handles life's ups and downs with grace. Emotional independence is just as important. Learn to manage your emotions without relying on others for validation or emotional support. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means acknowledging them and finding healthy ways to deal with them. Developing emotional intelligence will not only help you navigate relationships with more ease, but also make you more appealing to others. When you can regulate your emotions, it creates an atmosphere of calm and trust, which others will find magnetic. The result? People will be drawn to your stability, resilience, and strength. Whether in romantic relationships, friendships, or professional settings, the right people will gravitate towards you because they sense you're someone who has their life together, and that's incredibly attractive. So by working on your independence, you'll naturally start attracting the kinds of relationships that are fulfilling, healthy, and based on mutual respect. Sixth, develop a growth mindset. Unlock the secret to attracting the right people with one powerful shift. The way we think shapes the way we live, and it can completely transform the people who are drawn to us. When you shift your mindset from fixed to growth, you start to evolve into a version of yourself that others can't help but be attracted to. A growth mindset isn't just a buzzword, it's a lifestyle that opens doors, fuels connections, and empowers relationships. It's the ultimate key to attracting people who are on the same journey of self-improvement and ambition. So what exactly is a growth mindset? It's the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and potential are not set in stone. They can be cultivated and expanded. This mindset encourages constant improvement, openness to learning, and a willingness to embrace challenges. When you adopt this approach, you not only become more adaptable and interesting, but also highly attractive to people who value growth. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to be around someone who is always evolving and striving to be better? How to develop a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Every challenge is a chance to grow. Instead of avoiding difficult situations, lean into them. Whether it's a tough project at work or a personal hurdle, see it as an opportunity to develop new skills and gain valuable insights. When you take on challenges head first, your confidence grows, and that confidence attracts others who are motivated and goal-oriented, just like you. Invest in yourself, career and personal growth. Keep learning, whether through books, courses, or life experiences. Commit to expanding your knowledge and skill set. This will not only help you grow professionally but also personally. As you refine your abilities, you'll find that people who are passionate about self-improvement are naturally drawn to you. They see your energy, your ambition, and your willingness to push your limits, and they can't resist being part of that momentum. Cultivate financial stability and emotional independence. Being financially secure and emotionally resilient are key components of attracting the right people. When you are in control of your life, not seeking validation or constantly depending on others, you naturally draw in those who are also self-sufficient and independent. People admire strength and stability, and when they see you're taking care of yourself and managing your own well-being, they'll want to be a part of your life. Master emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence isn't just about understanding your feelings. It's about understanding others too. Practice active listening, manage your emotions during stressful situations, and be empathetic. People are attracted to those who make them feel understood and valued. Cultivating emotional intelligence helps you form deep, meaningful connections with the right people, whether they're friends, colleagues, or romantic partners. Incorporating these strategies into your life isn't just about changing how you think, it's about shifting your entire approach to life. As you evolve, the right people will start to gravitate towards you, recognizing the growth, energy, and positive change you bring into every relationship. Seventh, create boundaries and learn to say no. Saying no isn't always a rejection. Sometimes it's the most powerful way to show you value yourself. We've all been there, the feeling of being stretched too thin, trying to please everyone, and finding ourselves drained or disrespected in the process. It's easy to fall into the trap of saying yes to everything, especially when we want to be liked or avoid conflict. But here's the hard truth. Constantly saying yes might be attracting the wrong people into your life. You may end up surrounded by individuals who take advantage of your willingness to accommodate them, draining your energy and leaving you feeling unappreciated. Here's where the power of boundaries comes into play. By learning how to say no, you send a clear message that you value your time, energy, and well-being. People who respect your boundaries are more likely to be the right ones, those who understand your limits and value your personal space. Boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about defining the line between what's healthy for you and what's not. When you practice saying no, you're not being selfish or harsh. In fact, you're showing self-respect. You're demonstrating that your time and energy are precious and you won't waste them on things or people that don't align with your values. It's about creating a space where you can thrive and attract people who are truly in tune with your needs. Learning to say no also helps to establish a foundation for mutual respect in your relationships. If you're always saying yes to everything and everyone, you're not giving others the opportunity to understand your boundaries. But when you stand firm in your values and learn to say no when necessary, you show others how to treat you. It's the first step toward attracting healthier, more fulfilling connections, whether they're romantic, friendships, or professional. So, next time you're feeling overwhelmed, instead of automatically agreeing to everything that comes your way, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my values? If not, say no. You'll be surprised at how much more respect and space you gain, and soon you'll find yourself surrounded by people who truly respect you and your boundaries. As we've explored today, attracting the right people into your life isn't about chance. It's about the energy you give off, the boundaries you set, and the way you shape your own growth. By practicing emotional intelligence, embracing authenticity, showing self-compassion, and maintaining a growth mindset, you're not just becoming a magnet for the right people, you're elevating your entire life. Remember, the people you attract reflect the version of yourself you're working towards, and by creating boundaries and learning to say no, you're actively taking control of who gets to share space in your world, ensuring that the relationships you form are healthy, fulfilling, and aligned with your true values. Now, as you take these steps towards becoming your best self, you'll notice something incredible happen. The right people will start gravitating toward you. You'll no longer have to chase connections. They'll come naturally as you embody the person you've always been meant to be. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on future videos packed with psychology-based tips to level up your life. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these steps you'll begin implementing today. I can't wait to hear how you're working on yourself and attracting the right people into your life. Until next time, take care, keep growing, and remember, you have the power to shape your relationships and your destiny.